So traders, the stock market right now is at all-time new highs with the SP 500, Dow Jones. Nasdaq's not there quite. Nasdaq's not there quite yet, but today is going to be a bit of a technical analysis update on what's happening right now and what we could expect moving forward this week. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let's get straight into it. Traders, I'm actually giving away free access to my trading course that I normally sell. So if you guys need the help, I'm just giving away free access to my trading course. Very first link in the description, or there should be a button around here page. Click on that, guys. And again, I'm giving away for free for a very short period of time. So let's actually look at the S&P 500 here. The S&P 500, we're actually looking at this right now. So the first thing I really want to bring your attention to is the big mistake that a lot of traders make is firstly they look at the market as like very short term. Okay, so they look at like, oh, look at this last up bar through here, right? And looking at the market where we are right now is good for the very short term, right? But if we're trying to get an overall picture of what's going on, what I like to do is I like to bring up the weekly charts. And you know what? Let's actually just I'll bring up the weekly charts just with one moving average there, and I'll explain why in a minute. So, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I just want to see where is, I use the moving average. To me is like a momentum, right? If you think about when we're actually trading the markets, what I like to do is I like to jump on, think about the markets as a wave, right? You're not going to try to jump on a wave when it's not going anywhere, right? There's not, the wave's not going, it's not pushing, you're not going to have a nice ride. So the moving average to me is like, okay, where is the momentum in that wave? And for me, I'm just the surfer, right? I'm the little dubia. I'm the little guy over here, right? I'm the little guy over here. I'm the little guy over here, and I've got my surfboard, a surfboard, right? And I'm just looking for a really good time. That's all. I can see that the wave is very strong, and it's continued to push to the upside through here. And it's very strong, right? Based off what we're seeing through here on the moving average. And so what I'm using here right now, guys, is a 20. I like to use the 20 on the markets. I also like to use a 52. That's more of a longer term sort of moving average, but more of a shorter term. What I like to use is a 20. And we could see that the wave is pushing up high. That's the reason why I like to use moving averages, because they really give me a good gauge of where is the wave, where is the momentum at that time, right? And so all I'm doing, I'm like a surfer, right? I'm just sitting here waiting, and I'm just looking to jump in at a really good time and let the wave take me, right? So that's the way that I personally like to trade. So as you can see, like for example here, that look what's been happening through here. Every time we get a little bit of a pullback, we actually we make new highs, a little bit of a pullback, new highs, a little bit of a pullback, and we're at new highs again. So we're continuing to see very strong movement to the upside. And the thing is that I'm seeing right now is that we can see that we're basically right at that high. We're at a bit of a double top in the market. So looking at the markets, that's on the weekly chart. So very strong weekly chart. And if we go to our daily charts, we can see what's happening through here. Now I want to bring up both my moving averages. I've got 20 and also a 9. As I said before, I like to use a 52 as well too sometimes. That's more of a longer term. So if I bring up this chart here, you can see this 52 is more like a longer term. I really like to use more of a longer term moving average here, but we can see we're actually above it on this moving average here. But the thing is that I'm looking at right now is looking at sort of the last sort of say 6 months. We could see we had a very nice pullback through here, and now we actually got a very nice higher low through here, very nice higher low. So it was actually a bit of a double bottom, then a higher low, and then breaking past previous highs, right? In an upward trend, we have a higher low breaking past previous highs. So very, this is a very strong move to the upside. And if you're looking at, if I just bring on if I zoom in a little bit closer, look what's happening with the very short-term moving average. Look how strong that is, right? That's absolutely just strong. So there's a real good possibility that we may spend a little bit of time going sideways, wait for the moving average to catch up, and then we're likely to break up and go for a big run again in the markets. And I actually see by the end of this year, we're probably likely to be at 5,000. I believe we're likely to break and then go for a really big run to the upside. And if we get to 5,000 during next month, which is November, then I see this ultimately getting by the end of the year at 5,400. So if we get to 5,000 through the next 30 days or so, then that's where I'm seeing the SP 500 going on there. Looking at the Nasdaq is the next one that I'm really interested in. If we go to the weekly charts once again, actually let's just bring up the chart with the one moving average. If we look at the weekly charts, very nice moving average to the upside. But if we have a look at this here, if we have a look at this here, higher low, higher low. Notice every single time we've gotten a pullback, we've got a bounce, right? Nice higher low, nice higher low, nice higher low, nice higher low. Look what's happening here. We've got a very nice higher low in the markets as well too. So we're getting a very, 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 very nice higher low in the markets once again. And that's where, like, remember, this is a weekly chart. So we spent 5 weeks having a pullback, and that's all it was in the markets. People think the tops of the markets, and then it goes for another run again. It's so important to look at that weekly chart there. And so if we go have a look at the absolute short term, what we can see here is, let me actually just bring up the absolute short term here. What we can see here is we can see that we had this sort of high here was very, very, very important, right? So we had this high. Look what happened here. We had a higher low, and then we broke past previous highs and we ran up. So we're having a bit of a sideways phase. I wouldn't be too surprised if we actually did start to see maybe a bit of a more sideways movement. Let the 9 moving average catch up, so a bit of a time, and then we break and we go for another run again to the upside, because we've got a very, very, very strong moving average through here, and we are breaking past these key levels. If I zoom out a little bit more, you can see how we did have a very, very, very good strong sort of support and resistance around that level through there somewhere. And then also recently as well too, we had this level through here. So we are breaking up very nicely to the upside. So the trend is starting to continue back up. We've got a higher low. I wouldn't be too surprised if we did get a higher low and then start to break past previous highs in the market. So we may get a little bit of sideways movement initially, guys, but I do see the Nasdaq by the end of this year. I have a 17,000 target by the end of this year on the Nasdaq. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.